Hello everyone, welcome to my bold and beautiful Gossip Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope cautions Steffy to acknowledge Sheila or lose Finn for eternity. The intense and the delightful uncovered that Trust Logan is attempting to be comprehension of John Finnegan's sentiments, so that could prompt her facing Steffy Forrester in the long run. Steffy attempted to accept Finn's tale about Sheila Carter being alive, however she at last understood all the sugar, also known as Janet Weber tumult, was valid. Presently Steffy is shocked over Sheila's return and stressed over her crazy mother by marriage fixing her grasp on Finn. BNB say Steffy will rapidly get right in front of Sheila and attempt to compel her all the way good and gone, yet that plan won't work. Eventually, Trust might go up against Steffy and contend that she should be more steady. Finn gets one more opportunity with the birth mother he assumed he lost, so Trust will turn out to be progressively persuaded he merits this open door. Obviously, Steffy won't represent Finn and Sheila holding after all that lady has put her family through throughout the long term. Despite the fact that Steffy might demand it's never going to work out, Trust could convey an admonition and push her opponent to listen truly. Maybe Trust will advise Steffy to see the brutal truth she's presently confronting. Like it or not, Sheila is back, and Finn needs her in his life. Trust might fight that on the off chance that Steffy can't figure out how to jump aboard, then, at that point, she will lose Finn over this. Perhaps Trust will ask Steffy to take some time to consider before she surrenders a man as great as she has. Steffy could fire back that Finn is staying put and that he'd never allow Sheila to risk their loved ones. Trust may not be so certain about that and could caution that Finn won't simply collapse this time around. Will Trust caution Steffy to acknowledge Sheila or risk losing Finn for eternity? Could Trust significantly offer a clue about taking Finn for herself? The intense and the delightful spoilers say the news that Sheila's alive will ruin Steffy and Finn's marriage, so stay with us for additional story expectations and updates on some other curves. Steffy vows to break Sheila's contorted connections to Finn, and look who takes a pregnancy test. The news was out that Minister and Sheila had protected Sheila, and it was Sugar that Steffy killed. Obviously, it took Edge, Liam, and Steffy some time to process and accept this was their new reality. Sheila in the meantime demonstrated she wasn't so transformed as she'd been guaranteeing, provokingly in the clinic and prodding the specialist into taking steps to kill her. Finn and Trust BBCBS. Coming up, as Minister and Sheila cheerfully kiss, Trust visits Finn at his office. According to the specialist, let me surmise, Minister believes that me should come to the wedding. Goodness, there is a smidgen more Finn, Trust transfers, he was curious as to whether you would be his best man. How could Finn keep the solicitation from getting the one who brought him and his introduction to the world mother back together and assisted him with seeing that Sheila had changed, so he accepts. Steffy at long last encounters the lady she assumed she killed. She yells at Sheila, this debilitated, wound tie you need to Finn, it closes, today. Innumerable others are probably going to face and undermine Sheila in the weeks to come, leaving us contemplating whether Sheila could truly wind up dying as soon as possible. Luna pregnant BB. At long last, in the Forrester Manifestations Plan office, a hand gets a pregnancy test as Luna inquires, what does it say? Is it negative? Is it sure? The camera container to Luna's mom Poppy, who has an absolutely serious look all over. In the event that she's pregnant, we are left with the work of art, who's the daddy cleanser storyline. Sheila's return rocks Shin, who cheats first, Finn or Steffy. The striking and the lovely BNB spoilers bother that Sheila Carter's, Kimberlyn Brown, get back from the dead could be the one thing that sinks shins cheerfully ever later. This is Steffy Forrester's, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, most terrible bad dream, and John of Finnegan's, leather treater Novlin, dream work out as expected, making for non-compatible relationship objectives. The striking and the lovely spoilers, how before long will Shin be in a difficult situation? Steffy thought she killed Sheila in her oceanside house parlor. Be that as it may, the Goliath bloodstain had a place with Sugar, a Sheila carbon copy. Having her mother by marriage back makes certain to mess everything up and send Steffy rushing to the closest shoulder for solace. The striking and the wonderful spoilers, Sheila's return rocks Shin, who cheats first, Finn or Steffy? Similarly, Finn will require somebody to comfort him when Steffy treats him with utter disdain. Which carries us to a very soapalicious question: who swindles first, Finn or Steffy? B&B spoilers: who cheats first, Finn Finnegan or Steffy Forrester? There's no question that Sheila will negatively affect Steffy and Finn's marriage. This won't be ignored by Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, who has never completely moved past the brunette mother of his girl, regardless of what he says. Steffy will be powerless to Liam when he identifies with her over Sheila's return. How far will Steffy permit him to comfort her? They have a scorching history that incorporates cheating, so it's no doubt sensible to feel that they will cheat in the future. Of course, Finn could do likewise with Trust Logan, Annika Noel. Trust's been thoughtful to Finn's longing to rejoin with Sheila, and he will go to her once Steffy rebels. The strong and the delightful spoilers: who cheats first in Shin marriage? The striking and the lovely spoilers bother that both Liam and Trust are likely bamboozling accomplices. Neither goes extremely lengthy without some eye candy. So let us know what you think, B&B fans. Who do you suppose will swindle first, Finn or Steffy? There is no question that Sheila's return will shake Finn and Steffy's conjugal boat. The main inquiry is who does what with whom thus. There are invigorating times ahead for these four characters, so make certain to return here frequently for significant scoops on this emotional circumstance. Elder attempts to alter Trust's perspective on Sheila. He ought to be given A for attempting. The striking and the wonderful spoilers say that Minister will do everything possible to persuade his girl Trust Logan that Sheila isn't the very individual that everybody once believed her to be. As numerous B&B fans know at this point, Elder has been and appears to constantly will be tragically enamored with Sheila, and he simply maintains that the world should see what he finds in her. However, with Trust, it probably won't be simply simple. Continue perusing underneath for all that you really want to be aware. The intense and the lovely spoilers: Elder attempts to adjust Trust's perspective on Sheila. The striking and the wonderful spoilers say that Elder is attempting to adjust Trust's perspective on Sheila, however even he realizes it will not be simple. At this point, everybody realizes that it was Sugar who was causing all of the pandemonium in this made-up town of Los Angeles and not Sheila Carter. Obviously, Trust can hardly imagine how Sheila is really alive. Minister by and by reminded everybody that the individual who had passed on had 10 toes after Trust addressed how Sheila persuaded Sugar to get plastic medical procedure. Obviously, Sheila says that she was frantic at that point and that Sugar was a tormented soul. In any case, Trust is struggling with handling the entirety of this data regardless, can't really accept that what she is hearing. The strong and the delightful spoilers: what's next for Sheila? The strong and the delightful spoilers say that Minister will in any case attempt to persuade Trust that Sheila is a changed lady and that she merits genuine love from him, yet in addition from his child, Finn. Furthermore, he additionally requests that Trust acknowledge what is going on, regardless of how hard it very well may be on her end.